Some of us might be banging our heads right now as our recent all-in on the latest cryptocurrency where meme stock has tanked to virtually nothing. Like a person swearing off alcohol after a nasty hangover, we vowed never again to get swept up in Fed investing. Moreover, we promised to follow the sober but boring investment advice of Warren Buffett when he said, if you aren't willing to own a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. Even though it's not as exciting as putting our life savings on GameStop stock, we see Buffett's billions of dollars and know if we were a little more like him, we might be happy when looking at our Robinhood account balance.
Buffett's current net worth of $95.2 billion is all the more inspirational because he came from relatively humble beginnings. Born in a mid-sized city in Middle America in the 30s, Buffett displayed business acumen at an early age. While in school, he sold snacks door to door at a newspaper route and owned several pinball machines. After graduating from high school, he wanted to skip college and go straight into business way before Mark Zuckerberg or Steve Jobs made dropping out the cool thing to do. However, his father made him keep studying. Buffett eventually got a bachelor's from the University of Nebraska and went on to get a master's from one of America's most prestigious schools, Columbia University, in 1951. At Columbia, Buffett studied under famous economist Benjamin Graham. Buffett's time with Graham solidified his investing strategy, one that Buffett has applied ever since. Most small-time retail investors see stocks as a speculative way to get rich quick. However, Graham taught Buffett that investing is to use the market's fluctuations to your advantage and seek a margin of safety. As of July 2022, the market currently is officially in bear territory, so your average investor could use Buffett's sagely words now more than ever.
One of Buffett's first jobs out of college was working for Graham. Graham was a notoriously tough boss, but Buffett's salary was decent, around $112,000 in today's dollars. A few years later, Graham retired and Buffett started his business empire by opening his own investment partnerships. Eventually, he merged all of his partnerships together in 1962 into what would become the world-famous Berkshire Hathaway. As chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, Buffett continued to apply Graham's wisdom to business decisions.
Over the years, Buffett made his massive fortune at Berkshire Hathaway in two ways. First, by purchasing stock in companies Buffett has deemed as undervalued. One of Buffett's most famous decisions was investing in Coca-Cola in 1988. He'd purchased $1.02 billion worth of stock in the company whose products Buffett sold door-to-door as a kid. The second way Buffett makes money is buying enough stock of a company to give him executive privileges. Despite being famous for his investing prowess, most of Buffett's money comes from the businesses he has direct control over, such as insurance giants Geico, Berkshire Hathaway Energy, BNSF Railway, wholesale distributors, and manufacturing firms. And Buffett's success seems to never stop rolling in. The year after the COVID-19 pandemic broke out, Berkshire Hathaway had already rebounded and took in a whopping $354.6 billion in revenue. Despite this, Buffett maintains a simple lifestyle. He still lives in the same house he bought in 1957 for $31,500 and drives an 8-year-old Cadillac XTS.
The next time we find ourselves itching to buy stocks on the wave of bullish enthusiasm, we can remember Buffett's success and the wise words that got him there. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. This attitude might not get us billions of dollars, but looking at Buffett's lifestyle, we might realize real happiness isn't arriving at a Hollywood mansion, but simply driving an old Cadillac around the town you grew up in.